investigation at this time. We're working with the coroner's office to determine the exact cause of death and any potential injuries he may have.
Okay, you can't talk about physically what he looked like at all, if there was any sort of blood or
Still currently under
laceration?
investigation. We don't have any information about that at this time.
So since no foul play is suspected, I take it that the condition of the body would lead you to believe that there hadn't been a fight, he wasn't injured physically?
There were no obvious signs of trauma that would be caused by something other, by any kind of a suspicious means or any kind of altercation, so no outward signs that we were able to see.
How did you come to the conclusion that he ran into the woods on his own will?
It was through some statements that we were able to obtain.
You said that he had left a car, he had been traveling in a car with whomever he was with and then got out?
Yes.
14, I mean, do you have any reason, did he get out on his own accord? I mean, was the guy driving off somewhere?
The information that we have, he got out on his own accord.
Where? Was it close to where you found him?
Correct.
Chief, but when you mentioned that this young man was found out in the woods and that potentially the temperatures had something to do with his death, was he not properly dressed? I mean, did he not have a heavy coat on, just had on regular clothing, or?
From what I understand, he just had pants and a shirt, no coat.
Shoes, were his shoes on?
He had shoes,
And that was a very cold night that night.
yes.
What have you learned about why he would flee into a wooded area instead of somewhere residential or anywhere else?
Anything that I could tell you about that would be pure speculation at this time. I don't know why he fled into a wooded area rather than go somewhere else. I just don't know at this point.
Any note on, sir, when the autopsy will be, or will there be an autopsy, sir, or toxicology as well?
We have requested an autopsy, which will include a toxicology test, and that date and time has not been set. It will be determined by the Jackson County Coroner's Office.
Am I characterizing it correctly then that you believe he went into the woods, essentially lost his way, and eventually froze to death?
That's the assumption that we're working under right now, again, because we don't have anything else to lend us any credibility that it was anything else. So we have to kind of wait until we get some information back from the autopsy in the coroner's office to see if there's anything different.
And you said a recent acquaintance. Can you describe what the relationship was between him and this person?
I believe it was someone that he met at a party.
So they met that night pretty much?
Yes,
And guy gave him a ride, they had a fight, is that kind of what?
that's what I'm getting, yes.
Do you know where he was giving him a ride to? I mean, what was the intent of this drive they took?
The intent of the ride, he was supposed to be giving him a ride home, but apparently, according to some of the statements that we have, he was unable to tell that individual where he had lived exactly.
Have you spoken to this acquaintance?